Hello! In this video I'm going to show you how you can make your own stencils to make your collagraph prints even more interesting and exciting, as well as we're going to experiment with some materials to add some more textures. Hope you enjoy your video. So as you can see, I have cut out the stencils. I haven't done this one yet, but I'm going to start with these. And I got myself a set of golden gels and pastes, and I'm going to experiment with them in several of my videos. But first of all, I'm going to use a light moulding paste to create some interesting textures on the collagraph plate, and I'm not really creating a masterpiece or anything. I'm just basically playing around, and I'm going to do an area of this stenciled area here, and I'm going to do this one as well, and I'm going to ink it up and see what happens, just to demonstrate what can be done, what exciting textures we can achieve. I've also got this golden acrylic Micaceous iron oxide, and I wanted to try out. I've heard that it can have interesting effects in creating collagraphs, so I wanted just to give it a go and see what texture it produces. I'm just going to get a paintbrush and spread it out. It's got fine grain, so if I spread it on smooth collagraph plate, it will trap ink. Just wanted to see how much it will trap. So I'm just playing about here, really. Very interesting. My next experiment is, I've just been to a DIY shop and spotted in a reduced section this stone charcoal decorative effects paint, and apparently it gives a texture and effect of a stone. So I'm just gonna give it a go on my plate and see if that actually gives any texture at all. It'll be interesting to see. I'm just going to paint some of it. Doesn't seem to have any grain on it, but we'll just see what it looks like once inked up. It's a lovely colour anyway. Not that it matters in creating a plate, but maybe for painting with a household paint would be quite nice. And next I'm going to apply a little bit of coarse pumice gel. Now I suspect that will be quite rough. I've used it before and I never really liked it in collagraph printing because I think it's a little bit too coarse. But let's see how that will work out. And lastly, I just wanted to see what this bronze gold paint will be like. I think it will probably be very... I'm not really sure if it will add any texture at all. But because it's a metallic paint, I wanted to see how smooth it will work out on the actual plate. So I'm just going to mix it up. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. Gorgeous. This is almost dry. It's very flowing, smooth. Just wanted to see what it will be like. If we print this. Right, now that my plate is dry, I'm just going to apply a bit of shellac just to seal it. And once that's dry, give it a go to see how it prints. So the surface area of the stenciled bits here that I used the light moulding paste for feels quite rough. So I think it should probably trap quite a lot of ink. It should print dark. But I can change that. So I just wanted to see really how that will print. And if it's really dark, I'd like to experiment and just apply either gloss medium or wood glue just to see how that would work, or maybe just partially apply some gloss media or wood glue. I quite like how I've got these sort of marks from the spatula to see. I on purpose didn't smooth it out because I'm quite excited about the effect. This paint is very gritty. It's quite rough, so it should print quite dark. It's quite nice alternative to use, a lot cheaper alternative to use than this paint, this gold paint here. Golden paint, sorry. So it should, it's quite nice substitute. Okay, so now it's time to ink up. I'm just using a Sepia Intaglio printmaking ink and applying it with the card, and I'm going to just wipe it off firstly with a bit of newspaper, and then with Scrim. All right, I unfortunately deleted my reveal moment, but anyway, you have to take my word for it. This is my print and this is my plate. So really love my stencil with moulding paste. Really like how it turned out. Very interesting. It's sort of, I wiped quite a bit. It trapped a lot of ink, but it's still got sort of mid-tone. It's not super dark. It's sort of mid-tone to darkish. And it shows up quite a lot of texture, which is lovely. And the same case for my other stencil. Came out really nicely. This very interesting Micaceous Iron Oxide by Golden, really interesting way. It's sort of so this is how I spread it out. As you can see, the most of the grain got pushed out as I sort of brushed it, and you can really see it how it printed out, so you could be quite painterly with it. Here is my pumice gel, which was very coarse, but as you can see, I think you can just about see the most sticking out bits of pumice gel got wiped off, so you can see lovely texture here. Really nice effect. Really like that. That could be very useful. My random paint that I bought in B&Q on sale, which was an artisan paint of Stone Effect. Quite good actually. Trapped a lot of ink, but also showed all my paintbrush marks. So that could be quite useful if you want to be more painterly in your print. And then just a random metallic paint, just I picked up in B&Q as well. It's quite interesting. It was liquidy, very liquidy, but also it did leave quite good sort of marks. So that could be a really interesting effect as well. More kind of random painterly effect. So as you can see, I've achieved quite a lot of really lovely different textures just by using all these different materials, which can give a really interesting effect. So yeah, it's really worth experimenting. Hope you liked the video, and I hope it inspired you to do some experimenting with surfaces and gels and all sorts of things you can put you can find. Thanks for watching.